Now, if you're like me as a business owner, whenever I hear the word network, I'm thinking, who am I tied to that can help me get things done? And that's sort of what it comes to when it comes to health insurance. You guys, it's James from Castell Insurance. We are passionate about educating our community and our clients about the best possible options for their insurance. Make sure to hit subscribe, that way you stay up to date. But today we're gonna dive into a network and how it impacts your health insurance. So just like my network of people, if I need help knowing how to fix a car, an electrician, someone needs a plumber for their home insurance claim, I have people that I go to, they're part of my network. Now, when it comes to health insurance, think of it the same way. This is where a health insurance company, call it Lifewise of Washington, this is where they say, look, we have a network too, but that's the doctors and hospitals that we're contracted with. So just like we all have our network of people that we rely on, it's the same exact thing for health insurance. The difference is this can impact you greatly if you go outside of the network. That's why it's very important for you to understand what your network provides and doesn't provide. Educated consumers are the #1 thing that help people and companies get great reputations. This is where you're gonna wanna find out, is your doctor in network? Will this procedure be covered as I expect it? Now, obviously, if you break your leg and you're rushed to the hospital that you're out nearby while bike riding, you didn't really have a choice. That had to happen. In most cases, any sort of emergency services are always going to be treated as part of the network. So if you're traveling, and oftentimes emergencies will be covered, but we're talking about scheduled things. So if you need to have a knee scoped or you're having troubles with wanting an MRI or anything, you better call and find out, is that provider which you want to go to part of your network? Thankfully in Clallam County, we have a very small health insurance area, and so most providers are part of most networks. But things can get confusing, and so it always benefits you to make the call. If you're going to a new doctor, a new specialist, if you're going back over the water towards Seattle and you're gonna be going to visit a specialist that your neighbor told you about, it's probably worth the call to make sure, is this provider part of the network? Because you don't wanna be experiencing something where you find out after the fact that they're not part of the network, because that's where you can see prices skyrocket and your share could be so much more because you didn't make those phone calls. So we want to find out always, always, always when you're going to a new provider, are they part of the network? You can find out beforehand, that way you make an educated decision and you're not surprised on the back end. That's the worst experience, is when you do something and you come back to get your keys from the mechanic and you're expecting an $800 fix and it's $4,500. You just want to scream. So make sure that you're staying educated, find out what's in network, what's out of network, what to expect. It's all in the policy documents, but when you have a trusted insurance advisor, we can help walk you through that. Make sure to click subscribe. There's lots of great content coming all throughout the year. So when you're a subscriber of the Castell Insurance YouTube channel, you will get updates when we have new content. Could pertain to you, could pertain to a neighbor. We're here to help. Make sure that you're staying in touch, and if you need anything, comment or question below. We're happy to help.